Hello friends, in today's video we are discussing CPU scheduling algorithm first come first serve. FCFS stands for first come first serve algorithm. This algorithm is based on the two principles. First of all, we have to see the arrival time, that is the time at which the process is arriving at the CPU, and second is it is a non-preemptive algorithm. That is, once we allocate the process to the CPU, we cannot preempt the process. That is, we cannot stop that process for being executed. So these two things we have to remember. First of all, we will see what is this. These are the process numbers. That is the processes which want CPU for their execution. Then burst time is there. Burst time is nothing but the time required for completion of the process. That is, P1 process is requiring 3 units to getting executed. Same for P2, P3 and P4 require 10, 5 and 2 units of time for the execution. Arrival time means the time at which the process is ready for execution. Here we are not provided with the arrival time, so we can consider that all the processes are ready for execution, that is they are arriving at time 0. In some problems you may be provided with this arrival time, but in this problem we are not provided with the arrival time. That's why we are considering the arrival time as 0. Then we have to find out completion time, turnaround time, waiting time and response time. Sometimes it may be asked that you have to calculate the average turnaround time and average waiting time. Now see how to solve this problem. We have to prepare a Gantt chart for solving this problem. In Gantt chart, we are putting the processes in the sequence. We are providing it for execution to the CPU. It is starting at time unit 0. So as all the processes are arriving at same time, we will put process P1 into the Gantt chart first. That is, P1 is getting executed first. P1 requires 3 units for completion. After completion of process P1, we are putting process P2 which takes 10 units, that is at 13 it is getting completed. Then we are putting the process P3 which takes 5 units of time, that is it is getting completed at 18. And finally process P4 requires 2 units and getting completed at 20. So this is how we have completed execution of all the processes. Now we will calculate the completion time. Completion time is the time at which the process has finished its execution. So from the Gantt chart we can easily calculate the completion time of the process. Process P1 is getting completed at time 3, P2 is getting completed at time 13, P3 is getting completed at time unit 18 and P4 is getting completed at time unit 20. Now turnaround time will be calculated using this formula. Turnaround time is equal to completion time minus arrival time. This is the CT, that is completion time, and arrival time, that is AT. So we can calculate this for P1. 3 minus 0 we are getting 3, 13 minus 0 we are getting 13, then 18 minus 0 we are getting 18 and 20 minus 0, that is we are getting 20. So this is the turnaround time. Average TAT will be calculated by adding this 4 divided by 4, that is 3 plus 13 plus 18 plus 20 divided by 4. Waiting time will be calculated by using this formula, that is turnaround time minus burst time. So waiting time we are calculating for P1, 3 minus 3, that is 0. Again 13 minus 10 for P2, that is 3. Then 18 minus 5 for P3, that is 13. And 20 minus 2, that is 18 for process P4. This is how we are calculated waiting time. And lastly we have to calculate response time. So sometimes response time may be asked. Response time is the time, first time the process is getting CPU minus arrival time. So we can see here process P1 is getting CPU for the first time at time 0 and arrival time of P1 is 0. So 0 minus 0 we are getting 0. Then process P2 is getting CPU at time 3 and the arrival time of P2 is 0. So 3 minus 0, we are getting 3. Again, P3 is getting CPU at time unit 13 and arrival time is 0. So 13 minus 0, we are getting 13. And again for P4, 18 minus 0, we are getting it 18. So this is how we can solve the problem of CPU scheduling using first come first serve, that is FCFS algorithm. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe this channel.